Hey everybody, this is Dace from Digital Dual Players, or I guess for this video in particular, you can call me Candyman, because today we're not just doing a deck crawler for the bees, we are doing a deck crawler for the whole hive. Alright, cringe aside, let's get started. So first off, we are going to be running 4 of the Pororomon from BT18. I genuinely think that this is the best egg the deck has ever had. I don't see any other reason to run any of the other ones except for maybe like a one-off for the new one. The fact that start of main that you can immediately get your play started by flipping a security face up, I think that helps this deck a lot. All right. Next, we'll be doing the new EX11 Fun Beamon as a mandatory 4 of. Again, start of main, add your top security face to add your top face down security to your hand, then replace it with a card from your hand. Same thing as your Pororomon. And if you do that, if you start in raising with this Fun Beam on, you can immediately move out and activate both start of main and immediately get 2 face up security, which helps this deck speed up so much. All right. Next, we're doing 4 of the BT23 Fun Beamon. This one is your searcher for the deck. A on-play reveal top 3, add 1 card with royal base, text, and 1 card with CS, which is always going to be your face, which we will be running in this deck. All right. Next, to round off the rookies, we will be running 4 of the reduced cost Fun Beamon from BT19. I did play around with the other, I think it was BT20 Fun Beamon, and it didn't really, which is a on play, add 1 card from security, replace it, which is okay, but I found me needing to reduce cost more often than not, so I decided to move this up to 4. All right. Next, we will be playing the Waspmon from BT23. This is the CS one, or the Zaxxon, either one. When did you have any? If you have 1 of your tamers, you may play 1 tamer card with royal base and its text from your hand without paying the cost. This card is great because a lot of the tamers you play in this deck are all really expensive, especially the winner later on. But this card is absolutely nutty and can help you speed things up quicker. Next, we will be playing 4 of the new Forge Beamon. This card is absolutely nuts. And in a perfect world, you will go from your Pororomon into your new EX11 Fun Beamon, and then immediately into this Forge Beamon, which will give you 3 face-up security within the first turn, which is absolutely nutty and can speed things up quicker. Also, its security effect, it's a new one where it gives it reboot, which helps the deck a lot for your blocker plays. All right. And to round off the champions, I still run 2 of the original BT18 Waspmons. I find because of how much we're flipping up security quicker nowadays and how many 1k DP buffs in here, this can actually help block out almost all champions and most ultimates, depending on what's in security and what you have in your stack currently, which is always going to be 1k buffs. So if you have 5 face obscurity, which you can get in this deck, if you place this, you can immediately stop your opponent from doing swinging at you, at least until they get rid of this. So some mild floodgates. All right. Now on to the ultimates. We will be playing 4 Cannon Beamon for BT23. This is your best ultimate point blank period, just because of its protection. One problem with this deck is that it's very glass cannon-y most of the time. Big numbers, big stuff like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have any ways to protect itself until this card came out. All turns, both turns, or both effects, inheritable and its main effect. All turns once per turn when this Digimon leave the battle area. By placing one card flipped, one of your top face security flipped down, it doesn't leave. And that's for any type of removal except for the Digivolution, of course. All right. Next, I'm going to be running 2 of the original BT18 Candy Beamon. I still think this card is definitely worth running, especially as a good piece of removal, considering how many decks have pretty much most, if not all, types of removal nowadays, removal protection nowadays, except for Digivolution. And the fact that you are automatically de-digivolving 1, but for each face-up card, you can de-digivolve up to 5 if you have to. So any DNA stacks are kind of screwed. All right. And to round off the ultimates, I'm running 2 of the new Vespamons. This one replaces your old Tiger Vespamon if you were still running that, which I was for a bit. Where it's on play when Digivolving, for each of your face-up security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of their Digimon can't unsuspend. I still think I might mess around with the old Tiger Vespa, including this, because then they actually just can't unsuspend anything. But it's pretty good, and it does have that really good inheritable, where if any of your royal-based Digimon would leave the battle area, you can flip down a you can flip up a face-up security card and say no. All right, now on to the megas. We are finally here to the actual first good Queen Beemon, in my opinion. On play when Digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, you may place one royal-based card from your hand or trash as the face-up top or bottom security card. It's only up to play cost of 8, and for each face-up security card, you can add 2 to the cost effect maximum. Which this is basically Queen Bee and what was it? I forgot what that option called. Hornet Eraser mixed into one card, which definitely helps the deck a lot because that was a very expensive option. When Digivolving, when attacking, you may play one card with royal base and text from your hand or face security card to reduce the cost and reduce the play cost by 1. So this does help you swarm the field a lot more, and again, it can actually help you with your Waspmon plays, your Waspdun plays, especially if you have enough face-up cards, because 5's not the limit here. All right. Next, you are running your, and you're only running 3 of this Queen Beemon. You're running 3 of your OTK engine, your Tiger Vespamon Ace. I've won many a game with this card just because of its busted non-once per turn. When suspending, flip a card face down, and you can unsuspend. It's like the old BT2 Black War Greymon, the Digiburst one. It's like that, but except a lot better, and can get bigger a lot quicker. Plus, it helps because on play, when Digivolving, you play one Royal Base or Zaxxon trait card from your trash or hand into your security. So that means, again, 5 is not the limit, depending on how your game's going already. This deck can shotgun out really quickly. All right. And this is a fun one-of tech that I'm playing just because I want to. I might replace it with the one-of old Tiger Vespamon later. We'll see. I'm just having fun with this. The one EX11 Vortex Dramon. This card is absolutely nutty and has caused so many problems with its weird suspension effect. When Digivolving and when attacking, you may spend 1 Digimon. If the effect suspended your Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon effects don't affect this Digimon, and it gets plus 6,000 DP. All turns when this Digimon is suspended, this Digimon may unsuspend and then may battle one of your opponent's Digimon. This can get over so many other decks for your opponent's turn. Pyramidimon absolutely hates this card, and so does Medusamon usually. Although Medusamon can get over this card easier than others. It's completely nuts. All right. Now we are on to the tamers. For this, I'm running 2 winners. This is the deck finally has a setter now, which definitely helps a lot, and has a really good on play where it helps you flip out more security. But so you're grabbing the security and then immediately replacing it with something else that helps the deck speed up even quicker. And then it has a really good end of turn effect where if you spend this tamer, one of your road-based Digimon gains collision and piercing for the turn, and it does swing. So this does help for your end of turn plays if you digivolve into something and you pass turn. So this card can be nuts and helps get rid of your opponent's board quicker. All right, next we are running 4 Fae. This is by far the best tamer for the deck, and so much memory plus off this. Starve main. If you have a Digimon with row base CS, gain 1 memory. That's really good generic, gain 1 effect. All turns. When your effect, place a security stack face up. If you have a Zaxxon row base Digimon, by spending this tamer, gain 1 memory, and then if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. That is nuts. So the draw engine's really good off rip, but the gain memory is what's really good. If you have 2 of these already and you have the winner, you're getting 5 memory immediately, not including if you have multiple. Or actually, you're getting 7 memory. My bad, I did the math wrong on that. Absolutely the best tamer, perfect for this deck, and definitely needed it. Next, I am running 3 Royal Bases. This card's really good again. It's a 2-cost option. Whenever your Digimon, and it has a really good security effect where it reduces the Digivolution cost by 1, and that can stack. So, hey, free Digimon. Main, add your top security card to the hand and replace this card as your face-up bottom security card. This card's nuts. And its security effect is that you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon with Royal Base from your hand without paying the cost. So if you combo this with if they manage to swing over this and you combo it with the BT18 Candy Beamon, depending on how much face-up security you get, you can actually really disrupt them with your D-Digivolution plays. All right. Next, I am running only 2 of the unique emblem Honeycomb Commander. This is a pretty good searcher. Reveal top 3, add 1 red base in your text, and 1 Liberator card among them to the hand. Return the rest of the deck, then place this card in the battle area. So since it adds 1 Liberator, that means you can actually grab your 1 of Vortex from your Vortex if you need it. Your turn when a winner is played, delay. One of your Digimon may Digimon to level 6 or lower Digimon with a reduced cost of 3. This is really good, but I am only running 2 winners, so that's why I'm only sticking with the 2 of them. And to finish off, I'm playing my 1-ofs. 1 green scramble. You won't really need this as much, but I still feel like grabbing anything from the trash is going to help. Then, my 1-of agility training. Again, you don't really need this one as much, but hey, consistency booster is going to consistently boost. All right. Well, that is it for this deck profile. Stay tuned for more. This has been Dason from Digital Dual or Candyman for this one. And we're going to call it good. Like, subscribe, have fun.